Come, my brother, there is much we must do. Then, when the moment is right, Ka-Zar will have his revenge. There's Zabu, the three horns we saw before. Come, brother, I will need your strength.
Come, brother. What is going on, guys? It is your boy SavageNole, and I will be your voice throughout this guide. First off, I just want to say I am so damn excited to introduce marvelsnap's upcoming season pass, Savage Land, which is beginning on January 2nd. Seriously, you guys, this is going to be such an awesome season and will probably go down as one of my favorites. For one, I love the prehistoric era. Two, my 4-year-old daughter is obsessed with dinosaurs and Ice Age mammals. And 3, it's a freaking Sabretooth tiger. What more is there not to like? So without further ado, let's dive in, guys, and check out the upcoming season. Before we get going here, guys, I just wanted to remind everyone that all info is subject to change, and this is the most up-to-date info at the time of recording, which is December 29th. First off, we got an overview site of the season itself, the highlights here. This season, the Hot Daddy card is Zabu, which everyone knows is the companion of Ka-Zar. The pass is going to run from January 2nd to February 6th, which is ironically my birthday. That'll be a nice little birthday present to begin the new season after this. The premium cost stays the same at $9.99, and the premium plus cost for 10 levels to jumpstart, I should say, your season is at $14.99. It comes with new cards, 4 to be exact, and variants. We are going to take some of those old cards, guys, and make them look a little bit more caveman-ish. We're going to throw some dinosaurs in the background, and then going to look sweet. If you haven't seen them, we are going to dive into each one of those. They are just awesome, guys. We are going to get a couple new card backs. We will look at each one of those. One with the, looks like the Devil Dinosaur Claw coming through, which is a little more aggressive, and then the little more relaxed, more casual type there with the pterodactyls and brontosaurus just in the green one. That's pretty sweet. We do get new avatars with Zabu, Ka-Zar, and Storm. We get their Savage Land avatar. We are going to also get some new locations, the new featured locations that we all know and love. Every Wednesday, it's going to show up 40% more often for 48 hours, which is drastically too long. But what can we do? We will break down each one of those, see what they do. And then the hot locations, which locations are going to show up every Sunday 60% more often for 24 hours. Alright, guys, time to talk about the card of the season pass, and that is Zabu. Zabu looks awesome with those green eyes and teeth. I love the card art. I think it is sweet. I like that they highlight, how muscular the Sabretooth is. It just looks really good. He is a 3-cost, 2-power card that, when played, has the ongoing ability of your 4-cost cards cost 2 less. Minimum of 1, but it's going to cost 2 less. Wow. I mean, how freaking sweet is that, you guys? You are going to be able to craft so many different deck types with that. As you can see, some of the good cards to play with Zabu are going to be Ka-Zar, Absorbing Man, Enchantress, Wong, Rockslide, Shuri, Darkhawk, Drac, Moon Girl. It says and Super Scroll, but it will also synergize with one of the upcoming release cards here for this season, but we will get into that a little bit later. Alright, guys, come on down. We got ourselves some new cards. This season we have 4 additional cards, including Zabu, bringing that total to 5. As you can see here, they are well done. The art is beautiful, and we are going to break each one down individually and go through their abilities. Alright, guys, first up we have Shanna the She-Devil. She looks mean, she looks badass, she looks tough and rugged as hell. Her on-reveal ability, she is going to add a random 1-cost card to each location. Random could be anything, but it's going to be to each location, not just a squirrel like Squirrel Girl, but it's actually going to have its ability of its own that will then take effect once revealed. It's going to work well with Zabu, and this is the card that I was talking about earlier that Zabu will also sync well with here. Ka-Zar, and then Blue Marvel. This is one of my favorite cards that is added to the Savage Land. I cannot wait to start using her, guys. She looks fun as hell to play with. Next up we have Sauron. Sauron is a 3/3 pterodactyl man that has the on reveal ability to remove the abilities from all ongoing cards in our hand and deck. Let me say that again. He removes the abilities from all ongoing cards in our hand and deck. Damn. I mean, guys, holy smokes, guys. I cannot wait to start building around Sauron. Sauron is not like Zero where you have to pinpoint and zap one card. You are going to be able to completely change around those negative ongoing abilities from the likes of Lizard, Ebony Maw, Typhoid Mary, Red Skull, just to name a few. And I predict, my personal prediction, I think he is going to piss a lot of people off. About a week or so after he hits the meta, I think people are going to constantly start complaining about Sauron. Just my prediction. Hopefully I'm wrong, but that's what I think. I am super excited about this card, though. I think he is going to just create some amazing decks. And I can't wait to see what people actually start building with him. Our next card is a beauty, and that is going to be the 4/4 Dazzler. She has the ongoing ability of if you have 4 cards at each location, not just one, each location, she gets +6 power. That's going to work well, I think, with Shanna the She-Devil, Brood, Squirrel Girl, Mr. Sinister, and Multiple Man, just to name a few. It doesn't say that she has to be, the 4th, 5th, whatever card played at a location, as long as all the locations are filled up. Which, I mean, holy smokes, you could probably run that real nice in a zoo type deck, which, all these cards are kind of synergizing towards that with the whole Savage Land theme. But Dazzler, she is just going to be a brand new card for us to start experimenting with. And last but certainly not least, we have Kang the Conqueror, who is a 5/0, but we don't really care about his power. We care about that ability, baby, which is an on-reveal ability of look at what your opponent did, then restart the turn without Kang. So you get to see the exact move, the exact cards, what it's going to do, and then restart the entire turn again, and you just don't get Kang on that one. So I say it works well with everything because you get to take a peek at what the opponent's about to do, but then you are going to discard Kang and then replay your turn 5, getting your energy back, but not being able to play Kang over and over again. So if you play him and then duplicate him, it's not going to do anything other than just see that one move that your opponent did a couple times in a row, I guess. But this one is going to be sweet. It's just like a Daredevil, except just a step further. It's not just going to see the card, it is going to see exactly what your opponent did. I don't know if that means it's fully going to play the turn out, then restart everything. If it doesn't do something like that, I mean, I don't even understand what the point would be. Why would I be paying 3 more energy for essentially a Daredevil card and then restarting my entire turn if I didn't want to do it? I mean, with Daredevil what card and where your opponent is going to play, so it's up to you to make a different move and play in a different location if you can't challenge them. I don't know. I'm curious to see how Kang is going to play out. But that is the final new card for the Savage Lands that will be added to the series of cards that we currently already have. I mean, hot damn, guys. My head is trying to do too many things thinking of all these possibilities we have with these new cards. Personally, I think this is the best haul that we've gotten yet in a season pass. I absolutely love it. I think it is a wonderful, wonderful group of cards that is going to bring just a jolt to cards we already have and create wonderful new possibilities with decks. Keeping this train rolling here, guys, we have brand new variants to go along with our new cards. The first one being the Man of the Hour in Zabu. He's not only going to get that stock image we've seen, but he's also going to get 4 variants to go along with it. That first one there looks like he's standing over another Sabretooth carcass. He just looks muscly and badass as hell. The second one I absolutely love too. Just, you know, bright and just like that fur on him is just, that's awesome. The third one, excuse me, I don't really care for. I'm not a fan of the cartoon style like that. Some people are. Personally, I'm not. And the last one, the whole robot metal tiger look there is just not for me either. They are cool altogether, but those first 2 are awesome. That robot tiger to me is just, I'm not into all that, so it just, to me it looks silly, and then I just don't really care for the house cat cartoon looking version that third one is. Next up, we have Storm and Ka-Zar. These 2 versions are awesome. I love the caveman look on these. I love the dinosaurs in the background. Ka-Zar with that knife and just looking like, you know, he's inside or up on a tree. Storm doing her thing with the lightning and just like that, I don't know, that jungle girl look is just awesome. I love both of these cards. I think these 2 cards mixed with Zabu there is just a great example of Savage Land. A lot of people say, oh, you know, Storm, she's getting another variant. Yep, she is. And if you guys don't like it, oh well, because tons of us do. These 2 cards are immediately going to be purchased if I come across them in the shop, or if I just hopefully unlock them inside a chest or a collector's cache, excuse me. I'm pumped for these. I'm headhunting for all of these variants. Whole lot of brute ass strength here, guys. If you see these next 2 variants here in She-Hulk and White Tiger, I mean, holy smokes. That She-Hulk is awesome. I love that she has part of what's probably a T-Rex jaw as a club, and then that Dino in the background is just savage as hell. And then this is not up for debate at all. This is by far the best variant of White Tiger. There's no other answer. That is by far the best variant of White Tiger. It is hard as a rock. We got 2 bad, brutal women right here that all they want to do is ruin your day. I love the White Tiger. Tiger in the White Tiger variant, if you could follow me there. It's awesome. Everything about these cards are beautiful. The artwork is amazing. The pterodactyls in the background there of that She-Hulk is sweet. These next 2 variants are 2 different styles of what it's like in the Savage Land. One is looking hot and keeping clean and doing her thing, and the other is wearing bones and fur and just looking rugged and just looks like he's been in the shit. I'm talking about Rogue and Sabretooth. This Rogue card is my personal favorite of all the variants that we are going to see. I absolutely love this card, guys. From the raptors in the background, to the spear in hand, to the knife on the side, the X-Men attire looking, you know, caveman-esque-ish. It's well done. I absolutely love it. The headband, it's a great card. I usually do not just purchase a variant and then use boosters to max it out. I promise you I will do that with this card. That will be the first card I will ever do it with, because I absolutely love this variant that much. Sabretooth. Sabretooth looks like he's just been in the jungle. He's got a Sabretooth skull on his side, teeth around the neck, fur on the wrist, fur on the back there with a Guitar Hero style and or WWF from the 80s headband going on there. He just looks like he's been in it. He knows the lay of the land, and he's just not taking no shit from anybody. It's a nice card. It's a simple card, but it's nice. That rogue though, oh my god. I'm drooling over that card. I cannot wait to get my hands on that one. Coming down the home stretch, guys, we have Devil Dinosaur, Kraven, and Shuri. That Devil Dinosaur, we had a nice close-up of his face there with the stock variant that we got. And they figured, you know, you looked at his head for so long on a close-up, you need a close-up of the foot. You gotta see how that, you know, T-Rex foot is looking. So not only did they zoom in on the foot, but Devil Dino was actually nice enough to prop it up there on a log for us. So take those claws in, take that foot in. There's some pterodactyls in the background, and I love that tail up by the moon. The moon kicker there for me is what sells the card. I absolutely love that. I think that is a sweet Devil Dino. Kraven is cool looking. You know, he's got the spear, looks to be maybe an elephant tusk on his arm, and then, you know, like some tusks coming around on his shoulders with, I don't know, it could be a larger beast. You see some eyes and some teeth there. Maybe it looked like a giant snake, kind of. And then a Sabretooth skull on his crotch. It's okay. I mean, if I had to pick one, that's just, to me, is just kind of, it's alright. It's Kraven. I don't play Kraven a bunch anyway, so I will buy the variant if I come across it, but this one's not too big for me. Last we have Shuri. I really like this variant. I love the Sabretooth skulls on her fists and the Black Panther head up on top of her head. It just looks really cool. The bones kind of hanging there around her waist side is just an awesome little kicker for the card. All three are very nice. I like all of them. I just not, I guess, as excited about these three as I am the previous ones that we have discussed. All in all, though, cannot complain. As a whole, this is by far my favorite variants of cards that we have gotten up to this point. But again, I'm very biased because I love this whole Savage Land dinosaur theme caveman thing we got going on now. I just think it is so kick-ass. And to put a back happy slap to it all, we have a couple of card backs here, guys. The first one with that Devil Dino claw. You can kind of see maybe an eye or something back there in between the slash, which is your more aggressive style. And then we have the marvelsnap, you know, just more chill and casual greenback here that has a couple of brontosauruses and pterodactyls. Looks like they're walking and headed toward a waterfall. That's really, really cool. I like both of those. I'm glad they're coming along with the season pass. And then, like we said before, we need something pretty at the tippy top of our mountain when we sign in. So we are getting 3 new avatars in Zabu, Ka-Zar, and Storm. Of course, it's going to be their Savage Land themed avatars. Just a couple of cosmetics to go ahead and caveman our stuff out to go along with the season. Alright, it wouldn't be a new season without new featured locations, and we get 5 of them this go round, guys. Just a quick reminder, featured locations are going to pop up every Wednesday. They last 48 hours, and these locations will show up 40% more often than what they normally would. Diving right in here, Eternity Range, it is going to add a rock to the losing player's side after turn 3. This location here is going to be available between January 4th running to January 6th. Altar of Death, when you play a card here, destroy it to get +2 energy on the next turn. That is pretty sweet. I see a ton of possibilities with this location and boosting the energy on the next turn. It is just going to be an awesome location to play around with. That location is going to run from January 11th to January 13th. Next, we have the Rickety Bridge. After each turn, if there are more than one card here, if there's more than one card there, destroy them. Now, I don't know if that means one each side, one in total. Does it count moving cards, you know, like Vision and Nightcrawler? I don't know. I'm very, very curious to see how Rickety Bridge plays out, and we will get to know that on January 18th through the 20th. Rolling on, we all remember those little dinosaurs from Jurassic Park 2. Collapse Mine brings them right back here. They are going to fill that location with rocks. In order to get rid of the rocks, you must skip a turn to destroy them. So, I mean, immediately you think of, okay, well, people will just have the rocks destroyed on turn 5 and immediately turn around and play Infinite there on turn 6. That's immediately what I thought. So guys, if you want to build some decks to try to work around Infinite, Collapse Mine is going to be from January 25th through the 27th. So we have plenty of time to kind of prepare for all the Infinite drops we're going to see. And last but not least, we have a big boy arena, Plunder Castle. Plunder Castle, only cards that cost 6 can be played there. So not even the almighty Devil Dinosaur cannot go to Plunder Castle in Savage Land. It is off limits to him. This is going to just be, I don't know, it's going to be like the Playboy Mansion of leaders. It's just going to be leader after leader after leader after leader here, non-stop, in my opinion. That's what it's going to be, because they'll just throw a leader down, and then whatever other, you know, cost 6 card your opponent plays, you're just going to copy that on that side anyway and get the 4 power from leader and end up winning the turn. So just prep for that, guys, because it's coming February 1st to February 3rd with those. I absolutely love all 5 of these locations. I am very, very excited to dive in and kind of see what decks we can build around them, what kind of cards are going to come to the top of the meta because of the locations. I'm excited to see all the experimentations we're going to be able to do. Alright, and last but not least, guys, we have our 5 hot locations, which you guys know appear every Sunday for 24 hours. These 5 locations have a 60% chance of showing up more often than what they usually do. This season, we are going to get Luke's Bar, Asgard, Savage Land, Mojo World, and the Onslaught Citadel. Now, Luke's Bar is going to be available from January 8th to the 9th. Then Asgard is going to be available from January 29th through the 30th. I'm kind of working backwards here, guys, sorry. Savage Land is going to be January 15th through the 16th. Mojo World, January 22nd through the 23rd. And then last but not least, the Onslaught Citadel is going to be ran from February 5th through the 6th. Again, just showing up every Sunday, 24 hours. You know, you get in, you get out, something real quick. They don't hang around as much as the featured locations do. And the duration is going to be ran from January 2nd through February 6th. The cost of the Savage Land Season Pass is going to be $9.99 USD for the Premium Pass, or $14.99 for the Premium Plus, which is going to include the 10 starter levels, so you'll just be able to start cracking open rewards and getting cosmetics. And that just about does it, guys. I want to express how goddamn excited I am for this upcoming season. I think it is going to be my favorite, if not one of my favorites for sure. Seasons Marvel Snap does. I want to thank you guys very much for checking out the preview today. Please go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button. As a growing content creator, all that is going to do is help me out. If you guys want to see specific game styles or decks being built for the Savage Land, please also let me know in the comments, and I will make sure to whip those things up on some of the first released videos. Until next time, guys, keep kicking butt out there, and I'll see you on the Savage Land.